Kissy, kissy. Can you hear me tonight? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. But first of all, tell me, how are you, blockchain bully? And how are you, chaotic raged? So I'm so happy that at least the three of us, we are here. I have to make one transition for you too, blockchain bully. This actually reminds me of when I started to, I guess if it's only the three of us, when I started to go live, you know, I had bigger, you know, I didn't think that after a year it's just going to be the three of us doing, oh, we got Dennis here. Dennis Van Ring. Hey, we're here. Kusama and Polkadot are the best, that's for sure. So when I started here, I knew that going live when you're a little channel, you're going to just have to go live and pretend there's somebody, even though there is nobody. And I did that for a while. And I was very happy when there was 3 or 4 people. And then, as I said, at the height, we went to 14,000 in one live stream. But that was because the algorithm got, you know, we broke through the algorithm. That was the time when there was Dogecoin and Elon Musk. So I guess the YouTube algorithm, it kind of didn't have, you know, I guess we are really not being promoted anywhere. You cannot tell me out of everyone across the world that they, you know, they just never, we never appear. Anyway, it is funny. So, but I gotta laugh a little. Anyway, maybe just no sexy people, you know, because they know that this stream is only for the sexy people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
Vagamon, no. Of course, you're still. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. Even if he's still watching, we had this one guy. I forgot his name. What was his name? He would always, you know, make a lot of trouble and say this is bad and that's bad and this bad. But at the end of the day, I did prove him always wrong. Anyway, I thought today, I think there's so much going on in the Karura and the Polkadot ecosystem. And what is so great to see is that it is just keep improving, and that the user experience and that the user interface is really, I would almost say, you know, first class all the way. So yeah, so not only did we do, we was taking Karura and Kusama a few days ago, but then we saw Altair, right? And what is Altair? Well, Altair, I hope you know, right? That's the ugly cousin or the beautiful cousin of Centrifuge. And what are they doing? Well, they're tokenizing real-world assets onto the blockchain. What you could say basically is that they're just an NFT business, right? And that's why I do believe that it's great that we have you know, naked monkeys dancing, and we make an NFT out of that. But I actually do think that the future of NFT, and that is also why we need decentralized storage, right? Because we need a lot of space. I do think that NFTs, the real main use case, or utility, is that we will tokenize everything that has to do with real estate, art, you know, even grammar, right? We're gonna tokenize grammar and all the inheritance. So yeah, so I thought it's a good thing, and yeah, let's you know, all 5 of us, let's get it going. Let's get it. Thank you. I'm happy Betty is here. Anyway, let's go, and I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to the smallest, littlest crypto channel on the interweb. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, do me a favor, hit like, smash subscribe, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arvaci, and I am #1.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it. I must be the greatest. I told the world.
What kind of stream would it be if we wouldn't do the the market manipulation? So we are seeing Bitcoin down 3.2%, Ethereum down 6.4%, and we are seeing Polkadot down 6.53%, and also Cardano 5.4%. Anyway, I think you guys, you know what we're talking about. That and let me just scroll this in here a little bit. We know that they all mirror each other, right? So no need to spend too much time on that today. It is, however, interesting. I do believe, I mean, here we're looking at the weekly. Right now we can really dramatically see how you cannot see that. I have to take myself away, because otherwise you just simply cannot. 1 second. Here you go. And then you're going to see it much better. Boom. Otherwise, because we need also sometimes to look at the volume, right? Here we go, the volume. We can really see that the volume has increased in the past, really 2 months. Now, volume is one thing, right? It could also just be manipulated. It could, in essence, just be you and me, selling back to each other. I buy from you, you sell to me, I sell back, and on and it goes. But I do think that there's difference. I do think there's a lot going on. Now, what I thought was so interesting, because we always look at this the weekend with the 7-day moving average, and we can clearly see that we did here on Sunday. What was that, yesterday? For me, it's already Tuesday. Anyway, we closed above, right? And as I said, I do believe this is going to be a very volatile week. It's going to be a volatile week because we have the FOMC. They're going to meet, and the day after, there's going to come out some data where we can go up and down. But in the end, right, we're not short-term traders, we're not day traders. Of course, it is interesting to look at. Yes, we will. No, right after this, in 5 minutes, we're gonna go to staking Altair, and just give 5 minutes. Just want to go through this. Only 5 minutes. So when we look at Ethereum has completely broken through, and it would have to take quite a big push downwards. Well, we would have to go. We have to go down to 1100, right? 1200. Of course, it could happen. We would have to close below. Otherwise, I do actually, but what do I care? Short term. But it looks like we could. Let's see. We are above the 7-day moving average. We haven't been there for quite a while, right? Remember that. If you look all the way back to November, more or less, and then we just had 4 weeks, and the rest of the time we have been below. So, and we did hit the 20,000. No, now we're looking at Ethereum. We did hit the 20,000, and who knows, maybe the 20,000 is, or the 18, 17, 18 is really the bottom. Who knows? Because, and before we go into Karura and Altair, I need to say hello to the chat, and I have one piece of news that we need to share regarding geopolitics. How are all you, my 5 dearest friends, my 5 best friends in the world? Lots of love to all of you. I've already said, Blockchain Bully, Chaotic Rage, Dennis is here, Fractal is, I haven't seen you for a while, are you new? And we got Bakamondo, and it's good to see you. So let's go and have a look at the geopolitical news before we move into Karura. There's not so much. I wanted to highlight this part because Today we are seeing in the news, we're seeing Russia's Gazprom is tightening and squeeze on gas flow to Europe, right? So this is what we're reading on mainstream media. That gas flow, they says that says flow through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline to Germany will drop to just 20% of capacity as of Wednesday, July 27th. Gazprom said on Monday that flows would fall to 33 million cubic meters per day, half the current already reduced level from 4 o'clock on Wednesday, 2 days, because it needed to halt the operations of a Siemens Energy gas turbine on instructions from an industry watchdog. But Germany, they said that this is nonsense. They say they don't see any technical reason for the latest reduction, which comes as Russia and Western nations exchange economic blows in response to the Russian military's ongoing offensive in Ukraine. I want to point out that these turbines, right? These turbines from Siemens, they needed maintenance and they were shipped to Canada. And due to these international sanctions, Canada, it took them a while for Trudeau, that good, lovely prime minister they have there. He first didn't want to release it because it went against the sanctions. Russia said, okay, if you don't want to send it back, what can we do? So I don't know exactly if it is because they didn't get the turbine or what it is, but that remains to be seen. However, it is pretty funny, right? Because the mainstream media wants us all to read this. And remember, if you watch yesterday, then you will remember that we were talking about the European Union have decided already to ease the sanctions on Russian oil exports. So the EU will allow transactions needed for Russian state-owned companies to sell to third countries. Now, that's what they say, third countries. Spoke about it yesterday. But that means third countries. That means that Russia's a few, state-owned companies, they're allowed to sell gas, oil, commodities, corn and sunflower, whatever they use to export. Now they can do that just like they did before. It's just that they maybe sell it to a shelf company in the British Virgin Islands, right? Or a company in, I don't know, in somewhere in Africa. But in the end of the day, it's just a funny little, a loophole, as they want to say. So I was looking yesterday across the board, and I just want to do that 1 minute because I do think it's important to what is coming, because that means that the flow of energy is there. They have allowed it, right? So we're not going to have a cold winter in Europe. When we go in here and we look at mainstream media, let's go, for example, CNN, right? When we go in here, look at this. First biggest piece of news, Russia to we don't want no. Russia to further cut gas supply to Europe, right? And big things. And then the second, Russia shows its true colors by attacking port. Bad. Russia tries to blame West for food shortages. And video shows Russian missile. I mean, it's really the first 4 pieces of news is only about Russia. And then Donald Trump and some other things. Let's go in and look at CNBC. They don't speak that much about Ukraine and Russia, but Zelensky says Putin is waging a gas war against Europe. Wheat prices rise after Odessa attack. Okay, very good. So, anything else, BBC? See, the point is, why they're not speaking about what is really important. It is important that Russia is allowed to export gas again. Russia to make further cuts. I don't know why they are not sharing that piece of news. I just wanted to, here we go, but that's Ukraine. I just want to point that out, that the truth is not always being told. And why am I saying that? Saying that because it's quite positive. Now, maybe the mainstream or is not going to share about the ease of sanctions, but that does mean that we most likely won't see this hardcore recession that everyone is talking about, which in turn could also lead to that, Ellen, because she said she didn't see a broad recession, right? I mean, she is one nasty lady, but now she was saying we're likely to see some slowing in job creation, but she don't think it's a recession. A recession is broad-based weakness in the economy. We're not seeing that. So maybe they are basing it knowingly that Russia can export energy again, and that will then in turn lower inflation. So maybe we're only looking at 0.75 basis point. Or whatever we're going to see, it could be 100 basis point. First, it's going to trigger down because everybody thinks it's bad, but then it's going to turn around, and maybe then we're going to release the news about the flow of energy. What do I know? It is, however, now time that we go in and do some Karura and Altair business. So let's go with a Bahama Mama moment in between. Bahama Mama. So here we are. Yeah, let me have the Bahama Mama. So what is lovely to see is how Karura is really expanding, and obviously that will go for all protocols on Karura and Polkadot. So the first good thing I wanted to take you, we go to, if in case you're new to this, right, and you haven't tried it before, I know Harrison Tran, he said he has never actually farmed or staked before, provided liquidity, so he would like to try. That's why we're actually doing this for Harrison Tran. The first thing you do is that you go into the Karura app, Karura. But before that, I just want to share about Altair. So Altair, today is up 10%. I guess it has very little volume, though, I have to say. I mean, it has a market cap of 9 million, and the 24-hour trading volume is 53,000. So no wonder today, when I bought a little bit for Kitty, that with that little amount what we bought, it really increased the price. There's basically nothing. I mean, very little volume. In a way, that's scary, but on the other hand, I think it's our opportunity. I'm sure that both Altair and Centrifuge will be major protocols when it comes to tokenizing real-world assets onto the blockchain. Anyway, so we see the price and the volume, and it's down 83% from its all-time high. So we have here, if you go into Centrifuge or on Medium, and we can see this was just recently. It was on July 7th that aUSD, that's liquidity pair listing and liquidity incentive program launching on Karura Swap. Why am I pointing this out? Because I want you guys to know that this is like in order to attract. It's a goodie. It's a like when you, when you open up a new restaurant in the first few days, you give away, 2 pizzas for 1, right? It's not going to be sustainable that you can generate these kinds of returns. So it's only for a limited time. So I just want to let you know, there is no free lunch on Wall Street, no on Block Street. So that is why we have this opportunity, which is going to be limited for, 30 days or something. Anyway, let's go back and then let's go through it. As I said, you come in here on Karura and it keeps growing. You can press here in order to see your portfolio. And I'm using the same dummy portfolio as we used last time. So we got $195 here. Reason being is that I transferred today some car tokens. So you can see here we have worth of 121 car tokens. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, I hope you can see it though. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go in and see. So once you have this connected to your extension wallet, you go into Earn. And when you go there, then you can see this is liquidity provider or staking. I'm happy they don't use that word farming anymore. And you can see right on top, you can see our pair, aUSD and Altair. And 272%. This is some sexy thing. Then they got other opportunities, as you can see, that we have also participated in. We are participating in, not on this dummy account, but for Kitty. You can see Karura aUSD, 88%. And what we did here 2 days ago was Karura and Liquid Kusama at 45%. But prior to that, we are obviously providing liquidity with our Kusama token. So we get 20% for staking our Kusamas, and in return we get our liquid KSM. But I hope you were there, because today we're gonna try aUSD on Altair. So what do you do in order to, obviously in order to get this going, we need aUSD, which is the stable coin for, I actually think it's going to be the stable coin of the entire Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem, and we need some Altair. We only have Karura, right? So what we go to swap, and what we want to do is we want to pay with our Karura. And we want to, let's say we want to swap 90 card tokens for AIR tokens, right? And so that means for 90 card tokens, we're going to get 2,125. And then here you can see they then explain how minimum received, the price one card, that many Altair, the price impact. You can see in this, the price impact here is 0.09. Now that's very little, right? Because it's a very small transaction. The trading fee that they are charging is 0.5 tokens, and Karura is currently trading at 60 cents. So that means it costs 30 cents. 30 cents. Now that's, I mean, this is something, right? And you will see how quick it goes. And then flexible fee, we are gonna pay with the card token. I think also chaotic rage, you asked me about that. Anyway, so let's do this because, yeah, boom, swap. Now there is a window popping up where I have to put in my very good. I forgot the, yeah, that's just great when I forgot that 1 second. Oh, now it's working. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I was scared. Okay, so here we can see that so we are exchanging for the AIR tokens. Now the second token that we need is obviously the Akala stablecoin, the aUSD. So we can see it's, and there you go, 30 cents for this, and we have received 2,125 AIR tokens. You can always go back here, and then you can see, scroll down, and then you can see now we got 110 card tokens left, and we got 2,125 AIR tokens. Value 53. I mean, I love it. It's great. I have to say, the interface, the user experience. Anyway, move on. We need some aUSD, right? So we're gonna go swap again, and we're gonna do the same. And so we're gonna take some Karura, and let's just do 90 again, right? And then we're gonna get, we want some stable coins, not USDC. We want some AUS. There we go. Some aUSD, and then yeah, we do the same swap, and I have to put in just sign the transaction, and then I'm gonna leave you for a second here while that goes on. 1 second, 1 second. And I am back. I just wanted to make sure that I have the right code and the right password. So we got that too. We go back here, and we can see now on the balance that we have aUSD, $53, and all their tokens. So now that we got that, we go to earn. And then you just go in here where it's, you take this the first one, and then you can go in under to details if that's what you want. See, there's nothing yet, but we want to become a liquidity provider. Press here. And yeah, then it says add liquidity to pool and get LP tokens, right? We need, you know, the liquidity pool tokens that represents our both coins, right? Because 50% all coins and 50% stablecoin. So you need to select the pair. Then you have to, where is it here? Here it is, right? aUSD, all there. Then it asks you, what is the amount that select the pair? We did that, and how much do we want to provide? Now we got, you know, we got 53 aUSD and we got 2,000 of those. But so we're just gonna press the maximum we can. So it will calculate by itself, and that means that is 53.89 aUSD and 2,125. So that means that it took all our AIR tokens, and we still have 10 cent left. And then you go scroll down. Here it says the minimum LP tokens received, the exchange rate, the current pool size, and it usually also then states, but probably after, what percentage that we are, you know, our part of this pair. So we press add liquidity. That's it. I have to sign a transaction. You cannot see that. Thank God I got the right password though. You know, when I had to do this on Ethereum, or this could take like, you know, sometimes very long and be very expensive, right? Very expensive. It's like I didn't see what this has cost, but this has cost us maybe, I don't know, $1 or $1.50 to doing all these transactions. So yeah, we paid 0.0021 card tokens. I don't even know, that's a cent or something, a mini cent. It's so little. I mean, so little. That was a question I think you also had, chaotic rage, right? GDP, and it probably confirmed. Okay, so then in order to see, did we actually, are we providing liquidity already? Then of course you go back to earn. You scroll down here, you can see here the first one. Then you want to see details. And you can see that here we are already providing $53, 2,125 AIR tokens. We have already earned 0.02 AIR tokens. We can already claim them, but I mean, that is probably less even than those 30 cents it costs for a gas fee. And you can see we are currently 0.08% of the entire pool. And that's all you gotta do. And then you go back to your portfolio. And then you can see now we've got $200 altogether. And then you can see that it even, I mean, I love it. It is the user experience, the user interface. I remember when Karura started, or Kusama and Polkadot, I was thinking that's so complicated, but god damn it, they have made it wonderful. That's it. You have your entire portfolio. It was cheap. It was quick. You're making mad returns on a project that I believe has amazing success potential. But remember, everything I say and do is not financial advice, and I own nothing, and I'm pretty happy. Year to year, baby. 365 days a year. Yeah, I like that, what you're saying, Vex. It is, yeah, low transaction cost. You know, I mean, there's nothing more to say. We did what you had to do. So let me go back to the chat. I mean, it's so wonderful. It really is. It really is. But we should do some sharing on the way to the chat. So please, 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 sharing is caring, as I said. Participate in our little competition on Saturday. We will pick a winner, maybe two, I think two. And all you need to have is a compatible BUSD wallet. And, you know, you should anyway smash and like, you know, because we're soul brothers. Anyway, that's it does help the channel, I suppose. And there are good chances of winning. Very good. Very good. Now let's chat. Cryptogoggy is here. Yeah, I just forgot. I mean, you were right. Chaotic Rachel was asking me about how we were paying the fees last time, and Vaxi is saying low transaction costs make me smile ear to ear. Sometimes you tend to forget how much we were actually paying, and at certain times still when we do things on the Ethereum blockchain, right? And then it's not fun, right? Today, I mean, 30 cents, it's wonderful, right? But I do think that this is why it's the future of finance. And I also understand why there's so much, remember, the Polkadot ecosystem and the Kusama ecosystem for that matter, they have attracted a lot of money. And they are delivering. What can we say? So any questions? It's comical if lives went at stake. Yeah, okay. So that's it. I can see the smallest, littlest channel on the interweb. I'm so thankful that you know, somebody was here. I'm scared now tomorrow I'm gonna do a stream and nobody's here. But I will keep going. Because I know where we are heading. I know exactly where we are heading. And the fact that it's only us, just shows that we are the lions. We are the people with a vision. And we will be among the 1%. And fuck the rest, honestly. They will come once we hit another all-time high. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I will play the eagle, because the lion with a legal eagle attitude, these are the people that will ultimately succeed. See you tomorrow, all 5 of you.
As a human, we are often told to soar like an eagle, to aim high, to do something big. But nobody tells us how. I will tell you how. Is that easy? No, it's not. But it's not impossible. We want to have attitude like an eagle. But why? Because we see and we know eagles as a sign of power and ability and speed. So we need power, ability, speed, and vision, just like an eagle has. Now I will tell you 6 things that eagles do, and you can do these things and apply in your own life to have an attitude like an eagle and to soar like an eagle. Write it down. Number 1, eagles fly alone. Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. So don't be afraid to fly alone, to walk alone. The reality is people will not understand your dreams and your vision. Even they will not support you. There will be some naysayers, some negative people. And if you tell them about your dreams, they will try to stop you. They will try to bring you down. They can't see the opportunity that you think you have. So you have to walk alone. You have to fly above the negativity. You have to start your journey alone. And if you learn to fly alone, to walk alone, you will be the strongest and powerful man. Your confidence level will grow. So next time you will not be scared to fly alone. So try to fly alone, because eagles don't fly with pigeons. So don't depend on anyone to fly with you, to assist you. You have the power to touch the sky. Everyone has that power, but not everyone dares to touch the sky. You will never recognize what kind of power you have inside of you if you don't fly alone. But when you fly above everything, where nobody dares to go, you will meet some sky toucher, full of experience. You can share your dreams with them, and they will share their experience with you. So fly high and fly alone. Number 2, eagles love the storm. While all birds find shelter in the comfort zone during this rain and storms, all of the birds try to avoid rain and storm. But the eagle welcomes the rain and the storm. They are excited to go through the challenge. They love to fly high during the storm above the clouds. And in this way, they grow stronger and more powerful. So don't run from the challenge in your life. Instead of running, welcome them and get excited about the challenge and hard times. Rather complaining or trying to avoid the challenge, run toward the challenge. That's how you can grow faster and stronger and powerful. Just remember, the more you face the challenge, the more you get opportunities and the more you evolve dominant. Number 3, eagles always have the vision. Having excellent vision and concentration is most important thing to get what you want. Eagles who only focuses on their goals, not on fear. After setting their target to hunt an animal, they make their vision so clear, and they only put their focus on that. They will not move their focus until they hunt it. In the same way, focus like a laser. Laser focus will limit your distraction and help you to achieve your goals. Those who concentrate one thing at a time advance in this world. So keep focus no matter what the obstacles are. Number 4, eagles don't eat dead or old things. You know, the other birds eat what they want, dead and old. Crow eats the garbage, but the eagles feed only fresh prey. As same as if you want to have an attitude like an eagle, don't waste your energy by stuck in the past. Because what's gone is gone, and what's done is done. You have to move on by living the past. You know, the 2 things that prevent us from happiness and success are number 1, living in the past, and another is observing others. An eagle never observes others and never live in the past. Number 5, the female eagles test the level of commitment when they meet male eagles. And this is the most important thing. Trust is important in relationships, in business, in professional life, or in private life. We must test the level of commitment of people we intend for partnerships. Number 6, eagles train hard. You know, every eagle, when the time comes for them to learn to fly, the mother eagles remove the comfort layers from the nest so the eaglet gets uncomfortable. And then she starts throwing eaglets